Good morning, Carol. Good morning. Life is a gem. Good morning, Remy. How are you guys? The day before the weekend. Um, I just want to reach out to Miss Murder and say a big happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Now, I'm not sure in Australia if she's like I think she's like 12 hours ahead of us. So maybe like I don't know if she's like already into tomorrow or she's in yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works with Australia. I know they're like a bunch of hours ahead of us. So happy birthday, Miss Murder, if you're listening. Anyways, how are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys? I got up in the middle of the night, like I'm talking 3 o'clock in the morning, and someone texted me. So I was texting back and forth at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, stayed up for a little bit, fell asleep for a little bit. My husband got up like his usual time to get ready for work at 5 o'clock, and I went back to sleep and phew, right back to sleep again. So, yeah, I'm still kind of waking up, because I kind of slept like, yeah, really, really. Hey, Jackpot. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, um, if Lisa 54 comes in here, I want to talk to her because there's some things I'm gonna do for her. Um, Hopefully she comes in here along with that because I've been looking at baby things to do for her little grandbaby. And of course I'm going to do some things for Cindy's baby too. Cindy's little grandbaby. But I'm not sure if they're in a hot climate or a cold climate. I'm thinking they're in a hot climate. I don't know why. For some reason in my head, I think they're in like south, in the south. How are you this morning, Jackpot? Oh my goodness. I woke up really sick. Like felt like I was getting my period this morning. Haven't had that in a while. God, I forgot what that felt like to have cramps. Not good. Not liking that. How are you guys? All 14 of you? I'm looking at the chat. How many? 14 lurkers and three talkers. No, maybe 12 lurkers and three talkers. Oh, hi, Carol. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, I had to go into my settings. If for some reason your wrench is missing, don't take it. Hi, Evelyn. Don't take it personally. I had to take some wrenches away because of certain things that certain things that came to my attention. You're not awake yet? Yeah, it takes me a while to wake up. Hi, Candace. I hope you have a blessed day. Um, oh, me too. I hope so. Like a lot of um, and we're gonna have part two of the stream about mental illness. We had part one on Monday, and I'm gonna go and do part two next Monday, and we'll be talking about um I'm fine, Carol. I am really fine. Um, so we're gonna have part two next Monday and probably talk a little bit about personality disorders. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Let me give you a wrench. I love you so much. Um, um, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about, and I'm doing like some research about it, like personality disorders, um, and what they are and what, you know, what, you know, we'll just talk about it. some people are more know more about that stuff than I mean, we can throw out words like this person is narcissistic or this person is you know, what do you call it? God, I'm looking for the word. This person is narcissistic, or this person is this, or this person is that. This person is manic. I'm gonna talk a little bit about labeling people with mental illness because that's a really dangerous thing to do with someone that suffers from mental illness. We should never label anyone. Hi, misbehaving. Labeling people, I think, is a dangerous thing to do. Um, like sociopaths and psychopaths, I think that's best left to professionals to determine what, like, even with me being bipolar, I mean, my doctor worked with me for 2 years, count them, 2 years, to get me on the proper cocktail of medication. So, um, you know, it's not something that that you is a cure-all for anything, but that's what basically what I want to talk about next Monday. I'm not going to get into too much with it because you know that I'm saving for next Monday. I was harassed this morning, was called trash bag, and I sound like a man. Really, Lisa? Aw, that's mean. Was that online? That's so mean. Why do people do like I don't understand. Like we all have different voices. We all have like same with people attacking people's like looks, age. I mean, what is the point of all this? And it's like I don't understand the physical attacks on people. And I mean, if one thing Diane ever got something right, it was that once you attack someone's looks or physical appearance or things that they can't change through no fault of their own, you've lost whatever argument you were having. Hey, life is a gem. Hi, Shaz. Yeah, they went under one of my videos. Name is Ghost Petals. Oh, I'm sorry they did that. But you know what, Lisa? And that just shows what a sad life they have. Um, for them to just like here's my thing. I am not going to leave any comments under a video that I dislike. I'm not going to support a video I dislike. Um, do I have friends that, you know, that I don't support certain things that they do? Yes. But am I still friends with them? Yes. That doesn't mean I support their behavior. And this is important. Um, exactly. I don't know how to say your name, Veruca. Yeah, don't worry about it. We love you, Lisa. I heard your voice. I don't think you sound like a man. This is like stupid. You don't sound like a man. Don't worry about those people. You're very much a woman. You're very lovely. I think you're a very lovely lady. So screw them. And again, Miss Murder, if you're listening, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Please wish Miss Murder a happy birthday. Hopefully it's her birthday. Um, Still, if she's listening, Miss Murder, happy birthday. Hi, Reagan. Good morning. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm probably not going to be on that long. Um, Hi, Night Raven. I have new names in here. I love that. Thank you. Happy birthday. See? Hello, Colt. Um, Thank you, Jim. You're such a sweetie. Yes, it's her birthday, so wish her a happy birthday. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be on very long today. And I want to tell everybody because I'm going to be really busy this weekend, and so is misbehaving. Um, I will not be going live on Friday. This whole weekend is going to be about spending time with my grandchildren, starting on Friday. Um, Instead, Ginger Locks has kindly decided to go live on Friday, and I'm sure she'll make an announcement about that. Um, yeah, so if you guys could just um, go over there and support her, channel, and go over and show her some love. She actually, you know what? I can't wait for her next stream about the eye sniper. I really can't. Like, I'm really getting into it. I'm getting into it to the point where I want to watch the series. Damn you, Ginger. You got me stuck on that stupid Shameless series, and I binge watched 10 seasons of it. Now I'm like getting to the point where I want to watch that one now. I hope, oh, I'm going to jackpot. We've got so much stuff planned this weekend. I just hope the weather, you know, is with us because sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. So I'm hoping the weather cooperates because there's a few things we want to do. A few things we want to do, but it's all outdoor activities. You know what I mean? Oh, yesterday, for the first time since this whole pandemic last year, and keep in mind, I've had both my shots. I went into a store without my mask on. I almost felt naked going into the store. And I thought, screw it. I'm not wearing my mask into the store. So I just walked into the store, no mask on. And I'll tell you what, it felt so freeing. And like a lot of people were still wearing their masks. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people weren't. So, oh, thank you, Ginger. Yeah, I'm gonna post that to the top of the I posted Ginger's channel to the top of the chat. Um, my second shot kicked my ass. Still got through it. Yeah. Um, some people are affected more than others. Like I didn't get anything but um kind of like achy, but it didn't even last. It kind of, if it lasted 12 hours, I would be pushing it to say it lasted 12 hours. So, yeah. Yeah, they itch my nose so bad. But now I just go and it was so weird to go into the store and not even wear the mask. Like I felt naked, Hi Kim. Good morning, darling. Um, I kind of felt naked going into the store without it, because it's been a year and, the rules were wear the mask, wear the mask, wear the mask. Now, I was sick first jab, 48 hours. Second jab was fine. See, I only had really super sore arm for the first one. And the second one, the same super sore arm, but just kind of achy. Just like how you feel just before you get the flu, how you're achy all over. Hi, Carol. Um, how you're achy all over. That's how I felt. But no, it didn't last a long time. I have had my 2 shots too. It does feel weird not wearing a mask. Yeah, and the thing is, here's the thing here. They tell you that if you've got both your shots, you can go in without the mask, but they're also not allowed to ask you if you've gotten your vaccine or not. So how do you know? Who knows? Anybody? But I know I'm protected. Like I feel confident that I'm protected. If someone wants to take the chance and go in and take the chance that, everybody that's not wearing a mask is in. Did they require you to show a vax card? Not at all. Although I have one. I mean, I have one in my purse. But no, they didn't. And second restaurant we went to, it was the same thing. If you've had your vaccination, you don't need to wear a mask. But they never asked us to show any proof. So the proud CDC card carrying member. I'm just, I'm, I'm confident. I'm glad I had it. I'm comfortable that I had it. And actually, after the initial 12 hours where I felt kind of achy, I felt better than ever. I really did. I didn't get any lasting side effects at all. Here's a little thing I call Chaz Law. If things can go spring, they will, and in ways you've never imagined. I don't understand that, but okay. I just want some normalcy back. There's light, thanks to the vaccine. Yeah. Does anybody know if Laura had her surgery, and if so, is she doing well? I wish her well. I do, Laura, if you're listening to this, which I don't think she listens to my streams, but I hope it all went well. To be honest with you guys, I've been kind of staying kind of, backing off of YouTube lately. No word from Laura yet, but did she have it? Did she have her surgery? That's what I was wondering. All I can say is I hope she had her surgery. Oh, okay, Ginger. I didn't know. I know she went live a couple times. I saw that she had gone live from the airplane, and I saw she was in I think a car or something where she went live. And then next thing I know, I saw for a minute that she was in hi Agorta. Hello. Um I think she was in the hospital. I don't know if it was in the hospital. She was in some bed. So it must have been the hospital, but I hope she's well. I wish her well. She's likely sleeping off the anesthesia. She sounded very nervous. Well, everybody gets nervous before surgery, Remy. There's that. Um, does anybody want to come up on panel? And that means anybody. Anybody that wants to come up on panels, welcome to come up. I'll throw the link into the chat, and we can talk about just about anything but drama. And if you guys see Lisa 54 in here, I want to actually do want to have a little powwow with her. She's definitely still in the hospital. I think she was going to be in for 3 days. Absolutely. My girls. Yeah, I just want to, I just wondered how that went, and hopefully that, was hoping that all went well. I always hope that, for the best for people. So, hey, girl.
Good morning, Carla.
Good morning. How are you? 2 more days, 2 more days,
Giddy,
2
giddy,
more
giddy.
days, 2 more days, 2 more days.
I know. So excited. Finally.
Chat, if you're wondering why I'm singing to her, she's moving into her brand new house in 2 days. So she's pretty excited. So.
Yeah, it's been a long process. However, it's been neat to see a pile of dirt turn into a house and watch the process from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, excited.
In 2 more days. So do you have anybody helping you guys move?
Nope, just the hubby and I.
Oh, I'm
It'll be
impressed.
okay.
You're so
I hear
tiny.
that a lot, Colt 49.
What did he say? You look like Cheryl Ladd.
I've heard that my whole life.
Oh, really? I don't see Cheryl Ladd. Who do I see? I don't know. Who do I see? I see
Say
Karen.
something nice, Carla.
No, you look you're prettier than Cheryl Ladd, I think,
Oh
and a
my
lot
goodness.
younger. No,
Enough of that.
you are, you are.
Thank you, Kim.
I only have pretty friends. I'm sorry. I'm not saying everybody in this chat, everybody is unique in their own way.
You know
Like
what I like, Carla? I
what's
like
that?
pretty hearts. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's me too. Like if you're like ugly on the outside and pretty or pretty on the outside and ugly on the inside and your heart, you have an evil heart, then to
Heart
me,
hearts.
yeah,
Thank you, Jackpot.
the gem. It is always a pleasure to hear your lovely voice and edit. Yeah, you do have a sweet voice.
Oh
I
my
don't think
goodness. I still get when someone calls, they say, "Can I talk to your mom?" I'm like, I am the mom. Oh well.
Cheryl Ladd was an ace back in the day. I don't know what you mean by ace back in the day. I have no idea what that is. But okay, Colt. Are you coming up, Ginger? Oh, so I'm going to do part 2 of my mental health series on Monday, and I thought I would talk maybe about personality disorders. I'm going to research it. I really don't know much about it. Um, but I think that all falls under the category of, are you still, oh, she's,
Oh my gosh, I was muted. You're not
yeah,
hearing
you are.
anything I was saying. I'm sorry.
No, no, I heard nothing. You were
I was
muted.
just going to say to you, Carla, I'm so happy and proud that you are doing this and giving people a place where they feel safe to talk about it. I think it's
Well,
a beautiful thing.
I think it's people can be living with someone. Here's the thing, even with mental illness, I mean, it's not only the person with mental illness that suffers, but it's also the people around them. Like with me,
Absolutely.
when I went off my meds for that year, my husband suffered a lot because I was so like out of whack. Like he didn't know what he was coming. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
I miss
Just
some
wanted to pop in to say
OMG.
thank you for your help the other day. I'm at least 98% better now and so grateful for your kind words. It's my birthday today too. Happy
Oh, happy
birthday. I
birthday.
will actually put you in the title. I will wish you a happy birthday too.
And
Um
Donna, you've been on my mind. So I'm so
yeah,
happy to hear that you're
yeah,
doing
we did
well
talk about you the other day and
in a good
yeah,
way.
in a good way. Yeah, I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday too. I'm gonna put it in my title. So there. Uh happy also happy birthday. It's murder and Donna's, what is it? Donna's
Crafty
crafty
Creek.
creations.
Yeah.
Um yeah, happy birthday. And it makes me feel good that you felt comfortable enough to come in here.
Oh,
And
Kim. Oh, I'm sorry, Carla.
oh,
I
go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
I Kim asked a question. Just under 4 months. It wasn't long, but it was long when you're waiting for it.
Was it? Yeah.
4 months to build the house, yeah.
Well, at first though, didn't it go really, really fast?
Oh yes, I mean I couldn't. I mean within like we would go by it, drive by, and the the dirt filled. It was 4 days we went by later, and the house was all framed. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was crazy. And then there was, when they were doing all the wiring and the plumbing and all that stuff, it seemed like it took forever, and then it went super fast again. Hi, Sandra.
You're welcome, Sandra. And I think it's important.
Tacos.
I think it's a very, oh, tacos, tacos, tacos. I think it's a very important, I think it's a very important topic, mental illness. I don't think we talk about it enough. I think people are uncomfortable talking about it. I can only talk about it from my perspective, what I go through with my own self. but I'm sure a lot of people like live with someone that suffers with mental illness. And I think we have to be mindful of that on here, because
Yeah.
things can be, you know, you can really hurt somebody that suffers with mental illness.
And I wonder how much quarantine, a year and a half of this stuff has impacted people that already suffer with the mental illness, or didn't, like how many people got depressed over being on quarantine for a year and a half.
Well, I know I did. Like I said, I went about 2 months where I did not leave the house, period. Did not leave the house, period. And it was getting to the point where I would get in my car, drive down to the end of the street, turn around and drive back home. I was having that feeling that I was going to go like be agoraphobic, that I would be afraid to leave the house if
Yeah.
and so I had to force myself to go out.
Yep. And I
So
have
yeah.
to admit, sometimes I use retail therapy to make myself feel better, and I couldn't even do that because everything was shut down. And I was
Um,
so grateful when I was finally able to go out and shop someplace else besides Walmart.
yeah, seriously. Although
Yeah.
Walmart has stepped up their game. As I've said, mental health, divorce, illness, domestic violence, etc., rates have gone way up. Yeah, imagine. Can you imagine being in a home, where domestic violence, or abuse of, that you're in an abusive relationship and you
Yeah.
can't
Oh
go
my God,
anywhere
I
because
thought
you're
about that. The
stuck.
kids, the
Yeah,
kids. Oh, that weighed so heavy on my heart. Hey,
yeah.
Remy, I had a question for you. Were you able to talk to your boyfriend about the OCD, OC, wait, no, ADHD discussion we had the other night? I've been thinking about you regarding that.
And
Remy's
okay, her
abused
boyfriend's
Amazon.
ADHD.
ADHD, yeah. Well, I don't know if he was diagnosed as an adult or as a child. I guess the ADHD adult, it's you get that label
Um,
when you're diagnosed as an adult, and then
how it goes.
ADHD is, I guess, if you're diagnosed as a child.
Taco says she's afraid to leave the house every morning. No,
Yeah,
no,
because you know
Taco,
what you have to deal
not
with. You're
not
funny.
wanting to leave the house and being afraid to leave the house is two
Gemma,
different
good morning,
things. Yeah.
honey.
Who's who? Oh,
Gemma.
Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, so we're going to do a part two on mental illness. I was surprised actually how many people do like open up and want to talk about their mental illness. A lot of people like, do you remember when it was kind of a stigma? Like if you talked about being mentally ill, like, or
Oh,
having suffer
yes.
with mental illness, it was like, you're just crazy.
Yes,
And there's nothing worse
absolutely.
than, if you suffer from mental illness to be called crazy. Oh, she's just crazy. That drives me. Well, that drives me crazy. You're calling me crazy.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a good thing that the stigma is being lifted. People still
Uh-huh.
want to label you or
Mhm. Yeah.
um, um, make every behavior or action based on your mental health status. It's not
Mhm.
true. It's not
No.
true.
And even when you're taking meds, like that is not, even my doctor said that's not a cure all. That's why I have to go see him every month and a half, because that's when he questions me how well the meds are working. And sometimes he
Yeah,
has to adjust my medication, either up or down. I have to go for blood tests on a regular basis. And,
yeah,
it's not a cure all.
yeah. Good
Um,
morning, Dory.
hey, Dory.
Yeah,
But,
and that's why we need people in our lives that are going to be supportive and make you aware of if they are seeing a change in your behavior because you might need your medication adjusted because you do build up an immunity to certain things and your medication may need to be adjusted to keep you at the level that you need to be at.
well,
So
that's why and
I'm
here's a misconception. A therapist cannot prescribe medication. A therapist is there merely to talk to you,
Yes.
to discuss, how you're feeling, what you're going through. A psychiatrist is one. I had an appointment the other day to, re, because you can only get your meds for so long. Well, my appointment lasted 7 minutes. That was like the shortest appointment I've ever had. But that was just like the questions that he asked. Are you doing okay? Are you sleeping? Are
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
They
So
they just need to check in with you. I don't.
exactly.
Is it every 3 months for you, Carla, that you have
It's
to
well, it's and two, I
with your
told him
psychiatrist?
I'm gonna be busy this summer. So he's like he's put it off to 3 months. So before it was like a month and a half. But I've got enough medication to last me all summer. Like if something happens, do you know what I mean? Like he made sure I had enough medication to last me all summer. So
Yeah, John and I want to do a panel with Gemma on her channel just to
yeah,
talk about the core. How many I I learned so much from her because I had no idea how many character traits are shared between people with ADHD and autism, and it was fascinating to me.
I learned so much from your panel. Your husband was brilliant, brilliant. And for him, it's not easy to talk about your it isn't easy. It wasn't easy for me for the longest time. Like I'm comfortable talking about my bipolar now because I've
Hmm.
talked about it. I've never um sorry, screwed up your name, Carl. Oh,
It's
don't worry
okay,
about it,
Sandra. We
San.
still love you.
Um, Misbehaving screws up my name every other time she types it.
I know. I'm the
That's
typo
okay.
queen.
That's okay. I'm the type. No, I type. I can't type. I can't type on my phone. I can type
The,
on my laptop, fine, but on my
yeah.
phone, oh my God. Ooh, the
The thing
nightmare.
with my hubby is he's actually quite brilliant. I mean, he has a really high IQ, and it just breaks my heart when I hear. I mean, what before we got to the point that we are now, I get so frustrated with him, and he just like, you think I'm stupid. You think, and I never
Oh.
thought he. Oh, Tiffany Marie, hello,
Hey,
honey.
Tiffany. Hey, nice to see you, honey.
Um,
Yeah, I'm sorry what happened to you the other day, sweetheart. I really
yeah,
am.
same,
And
same.
I had no idea any of that was going on. Seriously.
Oh, I'm glad you stopped in, Tiffany Marie. I
Yeah,
hope you have a
it's
great
always
day.
really nice to see her. She's such a sweetheart. Um, hey, 1 hour drive, Flores.
Ah, good to see you too. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
yes, it has been. Hey, Miss OMG. Um, what were we talking about? So
Oh,
it's
ADH.
oh,
Or
ADHD. So maybe
yeah.
I'm ADD. I don't know. Maybe I'm ADD. Like I forget. Like I swear to God, guys, does this happen to you? Like I'm upstairs and I want to or I go upstairs for something, especially in my house because we have 2 floors. That's why I want to when I buy a house, it's going to have 1 floor. I go upstairs to get something. By the time I get to the top of the stairs, I forget. I
Happens
completely
to me all
forget
the
what I went
time.
upstairs for. I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm about to hop on a private StreamYard and do some videos, but saw you were live and just wanted to say hello. Okay, Tiffany Marie. Well, I hope it all goes well for you. I know you've been working really hard on this cash burning case, and bless your heart. I
Exactly, tacos. My husband wasn't diagnosed until he was 45 years old. I mean, he went through a lot trying to understand, and pounding in his head that he was a daydreamer or lazy or dumb.
oh my God. Well, that's because you're a mom and your kids sucked out all your brain cells. Yeah. Well, now it's my grandkids. They're sucking out my brain cells, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love them to death. It's a rabbit hole for sure. Lots to see, lots to present. Well, you just do what you do. Don't worry about what other people say. I mean, you have to be true to yourself and do what you are comfortable with doing and putting out there. I just,
Talking.
Tiffany, I hope you understand. Like for me, this is a really hard story for me to, like every time I see that little boy's face, he reminds me so much of my grandson. Ugh,
Yeah.
it just, I can't even imagine. I don't know if I could go on if that was my kid. I
Taco, you are
really,
just too much. Sorry, Carly.
she cracks me up.
Yeah.
And then realized I have poor impulse control when I sprayed my boss in the face with water bottle. You know what? That's what my brother used to do to his cats when they were chewing on wires. He
Yeah.
would spray them. He would spray them with water, and he would just spray them.
Impulse control is a common trait with people with ADHD. For my hubby, it manifests through purchases where he wants to get it just to have it, but doesn't really think about the consequences of spending money that maybe he shouldn't be spending.
Um, yeah, me too, Tiffany. Like that's hard to see that on video. Very hard.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I
That's
just can't, Tiffany. That's why I don't watch it. Is I can't take that into my soul. I just oh
yeah. It's just it hurts. It hurts my heart. And
yeah
what also hurts my heart a lot about that story is that they came back for the second one, and that's like I just can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine, to be honest with you. I have to put it in the back of my brain because every time I think about it, just really my heart.
yeah.
I truly don't. I've cried a lot. There was another case that really got to me years ago, and it was the case of Brianna Lopez. And I read what happened to this little baby girl. She only lived 5 months. And that case, when I read about it, I mean, I would wake up at night. I could not sleep. I wanted so bad for the people that abused this little baby to get justice. And that's when I said, I swear I'll never get,
Yeah.
I'll never get, because I was in a Facebook group about it. And I said, I
Yeah.
can't, because it
Oh,
just stayed with me.
Tiffany.
I don't
Oh,
think he went back to Carter. I really don't believe in my heart that Carter was going to be taken to.
I
Um,
was reading her previous comment where she says she has cried a lot.
oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Tiffany. Yeah, well, when you live and breathe a case and you really want to see justice for this little boy, it was, you can't, you know, you can't, it affects you. It has to affect you. It affects people. That's why I can't even watch it. Like I have to back off of
yeah.
it because it's too hard.
Tiffany, did you ever hear about the baby Sterling case, the 4-month old infant that was left unfed in his baby swing for, I don't know, a couple of weeks and his diaper
God.
wasn't changed? I mean, I watched that on YouTube and this wasn't that long ago that I watched it. I'm not sure the timeline when this happened, but it just ate at me and I swore I just had to step away from these children cases because it affects me so much.
Yeah. That's like I said, that Brianna Lopez case. I
Yeah.
mean, for months after I read what they did to that poor baby, I couldn't,
Oh
I,
yeah.
I couldn't, I just couldn't stop drinking. I wanted, I, I wanted justice for her, and I don't think she got the justice she deserved. But
Yes, I believe so, Tiffany. Yes, baby
I think
Sterling.
being a
I
mom to a
do believe it was
boy,
in Iowa. Thank you, Gemma.
what was that? The Jamie Bolger. Oh, people in the UK forever. That was a bad case. Oh God, that poor little baby. Anything to do with children, I have a really hard time processing. Was that in Iowa, Tiffany, the case that you were talking about?
Yeah, I was just telling her the baby Sterling case I do believe was in Iowa. Yeah, Carol C, that was just
There's some cases they're just too horrific to even I won't even mention. There was one that I saw. I mean, I clicked on the channel and it was about a child, and it was I can't even mention it in here. I can't even bring myself to think about it. It was such a horrific case, and it was a case of parents leaving their kids alone and what the kids did to the little baby, and it was
yeah. Well, poor baby Sterling literally had maggots coming out of his
oh,
diaper when he
oh
was
my
found.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he passed away, correct?
Yeah,
I think
he,
you told me
the
about
thing
that.
that they said that he passed away. They had his baby swing facing a corner. This poor little baby
Oh no, it's
standing in
okay,
the corner
Tiffany.
the last 2 weeks of his life, and poor little thing died with his eyes open, his fist clenched, and maggots living in his diaper. And it just got to me so badly that I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Do you think people don't get punished severely enough for these cases with children?
I don't
'Cause-
know that there's a punishment severe enough, not even death, for
But it
doing that
seems,
to an innocent child. There is no
and it
punishment.
seems to me that the punishments don't fit the um the crime in a lot of these cases with children. It's just like they're like disposable because they're children, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
I just can't imagine a mother doing that to their own child.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Just, I can't even wrap my head around it. I mean, ugh,
Yeah, there's a lot of um cases that it's really hard to wrap your head around.
I'm
Wrap
sorry,
your
Ginger
head.
Locks. I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We, I mean, I think some cases need to be talked about, really.
Yeah.
You
I
want,
mean, it's hard talking about children and what people are capable of doing to them. Um, yeah, I'm really sorry if I was too graphic or if I triggered anyone. I'm really sorry.
that's okay. Well, yeah, sometimes we have to talk about, as hard as it is to talk about certain things, sometimes we have to talk about,
No, Tiffany, you didn't mess up anything, babe.
oh my God, no, babe. Please don't stop coming in here. No, 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 no. We were actually talking about mental health and stuff like that. So
I
it's
get
got
it,
to,
Ginger Locks. Okay.
okay,
Let's
so
move on to rainbows, unicorns, and
yes,
butterflies.
and marshmallows.
Pink marshmallows. Hey, Ems.
I am.
Tiffany, it's okay. It's okay, honey. Really.
Tiffany, you're fine. You're fine, hon. Samara, Samara.
Oh, my girl. What, see,
Our
now I
dog.
can't see. Oh, there you are. I was like, oh, I can't see her again.
No, she's
Yes,
definitely not blocked
Samara.
here. I've never blocked.
Thank you, Tiffany. Rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies.
There you go.
Yay. I'm so happy to see you, Samara.
Yeah, me too. It's yeah. All right,
Take care,
ladies. Have a nice
Tiffany.
day. If I get done soon, I'll come back. Okay, honey. Do
Oh,
what
I'm
you have
sorry,
to do.
Gemma.
I don't think I'm going to be on that long this morning, but we might be. Who knows?
Glad you had a good day yesterday, Gemma. It's always good to hear.
Oh, did you really? Do you want to come up and tell us about it? You can. Maybe we could like steer this in a really happy direction.
Yeah, let's do
Because like
that.
that's the thing. Like I do watch these documentaries, and sometimes I really have to pull away from them sometimes because some of them are hard to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about things that are done to
Tiffany.
children. I'm talking about just sometimes true crime is hard. Hi, Sunnyside.
Oh, so
Good
happy to see
morning.
you too, babe.
Oh my goodness, look at that. It's like old home.
Woo woo.
You guys are like, I hope Jenna comes in here this morning because
Bye, Tiffany. Take care of
we
yourself.
were. Yeah, Tiffany, take care. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just happy that you came in. So um what was I saying? God, my mind is
Yeah.
like crazy. I don't remember things. Guys, I have totally no memory retention.
You're good, girl.
Do you start talking about something and then for it completely
All
leaves your
the
mind?
time.
Oh my
All
God, I
the time.
hate that so much. I'll be sitting
Not
there.
only do I have to remember what I was saying, I have to remember what my hubby says.
Oh, and that's my problem. I was
I'm
going
on
to
the
talk
horse.
about that, talking about mental illness and that stuff. Sometimes I'll have something going on in my brain and I will I will be itching to get it out before I forget it because if I don't get it out, I'm going to forget what I wanted to say. And that's me. I don't try to be rude, but sometimes it's just like, you've
Yeah,
got a million thoughts going on in your head and you just don't
yeah,
want to forget what you're saying. And if you get, you know, go in one direction, you get sidetracked and then you forget
yeah.
completely what you were
Well,
going into.
Ginger Locks with her ADHD, my hubby with his ADHD, they, because their brain is going up 1,000 miles a minute,
Uh-huh.
and if they don't say it, they're gonna forget
They
it. So,
forget
in
it.
the effort to,
Yes.
just get it out, it can seem rude, and it's not rude. It's
No,
just
it's
a way of,
frustrating.
yes, yes,
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you wanted to say something and you completely forget what you wanted to say. And in your mind, it was really important, your what you wanted to say. I hosted someone very close to me a few weeks ago and I noticed her memory wasn't right. So I had to talk with her. She had something bad
like
happen on Friday
47.
and they think it's dementia. Aw, I'm sorry, Ems. Oh,
Yeah, my mother-in-law has dementia.
so what
Thankfully,
are
her dementia made her nicer than she was
oh,
before.
she's only 47. Her
Yeah,
friend's
that's
only
very young.
47. Oh my goodness. Maybe I have dementia.
No, don't say that, girl. It's
Oh,
a normal process. Everyone, I don't care if you're 20 or 70, people forget things.
yeah. I think if it's like, I mean, I don't all the time. And usually it comes back to me. Like I'll lose my,
Yeah.
it's just like I'll forget what I was going to say at that moment. And then, of course, if the subject gets changed and you're on a totally different subject, I get it.
Yeah. Like, for instance, with my mother-in-law, her dementia makes her very paranoid. And she honestly believes that the things she's talking about are actually happening. And you just have to redirect her and reassure. Like, I'll even tell her, like, she thinks someone's following her, and I'll tell her, you don't have to worry about it, Mom. I've called the FBI. They're on it. They're going to take care of it. These people aren't going to bother you anymore. And she'll move on from it. Doesn't mean that she's not going to revisit it in a day or two. And then you just have to keep repeating the process. But yeah, it's
Uh,
interesting.
Ms. Clock at the house says, good morning, Carlin chat and behaving. I hope you all are doing good. My brother is doing better, 2 more cancer treatments, and his blood clots are slowly breaking up, so it's going okay. Well, that's
Bless your
very good to
brother.
hear.
He's
Yeah,
in my prayers.
yeah, he's in my prayers too.
What
That's
do
what
you
happened
mean, Ems?
Friday.
Did she think something was happening to her that wasn't? Is
Oh,
that what you mean,
goodness.
babe?
I don't know. I'm trying to go. See, that's the thing with me. I don't know how people with 300 people in their chat keep up with conversations. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is good news. Um, oh, you're
Oh,
Ms. Dorky? Oh, okay. I didn't know
oh,
you were.
okay. Yes. Hi, Miss Dorky. Clock at the house.
I like that. Clock at the house. Clock at the
Oh,
house.
okay, Ems.
She thought
Oh, I
something was
see.
happening to her. She even went to the hospital for it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
young
tough.
too.
It's really tough.
47? That's very young. I mean, nowadays, people, can you imagine? People are starting their families in their 40s. Like,
Oh gosh. No, thank you. I don't know what I would do if I
I
had
was
a,
a grandmother at 43.
yeah.
I was a grandmother at 43. People are having kids at that age or
I mean, when I
older.
have my grand, I mean, 3 days and I'm wiped out. I couldn't imagine doing it day in and day out.
Mm.
Oh, did they admit her
Oh, that sucks.
for a psychiatric hold or what happened? Oh my goodness. So sorry, Hans.
I remember when they took my mother's driver's license away, she said that was the last, her last, she just, she was devastated when they took her driver's license, but she had a seizure when she was driving. And
Oh,
the
Carol, she
doctor
was
said,
young.
no more driving because she ran off the road.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I like,
Carol,
Mom, you can't drive.
oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
a grandma at 39. Wow,
That's
that's
really
young.
young.
That's
It's
very
it's
young.
good to be a young grandma though.
But I was a young mother, so,
Yeah.
when you're a young mother, you be a young grandmother. So,
My mom had
well, if your
four
kids
kids
have
by
kids,
the time she was 25.
I know. I had a friend that her mother had four kids by the time she was 21. Four
Oh,
kids, four kids, one right after another.
yeah. Um, yeah, we're all really close in age. As a matter of fact, my youngest brother and I are so close in age. We're the same age for 2 weeks.
Well, my sister and I are 13 months apart, and my brother's 11 months from my sister. Okay, I'm the oldest. And when my
Oh,
mother used to take the three of us, because I was small, I was very small. I was the oldest. I was very small. So everybody would, hi, Black Dahlia. Everybody would stop my mother and say, oh, look at those triplets, because they would think we were triplets because we were all
yeah.
about, my sister was, you know, big for her age. And my brother, we were all the same size. So everybody thought we were triplets. So she used to, push us
Wow.
around. And she never corrected them. She goes, we just said, thank you.
Wow. Beth was a young grandma
I have good
too.
news. I made it to the next step. Homeland Security have to have. Oh my God, you've been going after that job for how long, Black Dahlia? So
Congratulations on
happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I think just before COVID, and correct me if I'm wrong, Black Dahlia, she was going for this job, but you have to go through, I mean, you have to jump through hoops for this job.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah,
Federal Law
yeah,
Enforcement Academy.
she had
Woo,
to go through all these. Then I go to the Federal Law Enforcement Academy. Yay! Good for you.
2 years. Wow. That's
Yeah,
commitment.
yeah. I'm really proud of
Oh,
you. So
okay.
proud of you.
I hope they figure it out for her. That's scary.
Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Irish twins. Life is a gem. That's what they call it.
I think being a grandmother is one of the biggest blessings.
Oh,
Um, I just can't tell you how different it is to be a grandmother than it is to be a mother. I mean, it's
right.
great being a mother, but being a
Yeah.
grandmother is like one of the biggest. Yeah, let us know how it's going with you, please, please, please. I know. I remember her when she first applied, and she was jumping through hoops for this job. So yeah, fingers crossed and prayers for you
Yeah.
that
Make
you
sure
get.
you let us know too.
Yeah, do let us know. so that we know. And then she'll be the best.
Right, Beth? My little taught me patience because I've never been known for my patience. And I never knew how patient I could be until she came into my life. She changed me in so many ways for the better.
Mine keep me younger. Like, I do, when they're around, I force myself because they're here. I'll force myself to do things that I not necessarily force myself to do when they're not around, and I enjoy doing it. Like, yeah, I just wish they
Isn't it?
wouldn't grow up so
I
fast.
know. But isn't it fun seeing life through
I
their little
do.
eyes all over again?
I told you what happened. You probably have nightmares. I can't stop thinking about it. I keep checking on her and gonna bring her here for a girls' weekend next week. Oh, I'm sorry, Ems. Prayers for your friend, really,
Well, you're
seriously.
a good friend, Ems, and it's good that you're there for her because she really needs that
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Yeah, the human brain can do amazing things. It can do weird things. It can
sure
do
can.
bad things. Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know how
Black
to say
Dahlia,
the
just
name,
let
but
us know
is it
how it
Boy
goes for
Films?
you.
T-Boy
Because
Films?
boy
T-Boy
films,
Films? Is
boy,
that right? Oh my goodness, sorry about that.
someone calling you.
Yeah,
Um,
Beth.
that's the biggest gift is being able to see through their eyes. Yes. Just
Yeah.
knowing that you have support. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've never had to go through that, but knowing that I'll tell you what, my friends to me have been the biggest support to me. Um, if you don't have that core group of friends, um, you know,
Yeah.
especially if you're in a bad place, sometimes that's what you need. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the funny little things they say. It just cracks me up. The little ones.
Oh my goodness. I did not know that.
Yes, that's true, Ems. It's
I
very
didn't I didn't know that. Dementia and schizophrenia behaviors are very similar. Oh, but
Mhm.
they can treat these things nowadays. They can treat them. Um, yeah. And I was really proud of Ben when he came up on panel on Monday and talked about his electroshock therapy that he had. That's got to be hard to
Mhm.
talk about. Um,
Yeah.
I was proud of
Do
him.
they still do that? I
I
didn't know.
didn't know they did. I guess
Yeah.
he said it's not like, you see in the movies where, they just shock the crap out of you.
Oh,
But
yeah.
still, I wonder
Well,
what
if
that
they
does for you.
benefit from it, that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you benefit from it, of course. A young grandmother has got to be lots of fun. It is.
Life as a
It
gym
is.
is a young grandma too.
Yes, she is.
Do your grandkids call you Grandma Carla?
Um, they call me Grandma Carla actually because they have so many different grandmas. I was like Grandma Carla, Grandma Rhonda, Grandma. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they call it by our first names. That's how they do
That's
it. But
why
my husband is Papa. He's Papa, and that's
yeah,
it. Papa to
that
all of
she calls us Mimi and Papa because there's so many grandmas and grandpas and nanas and pops and so I guess we give ourselves a name that sets everyone apart from each other.
them. Yeah, you're a Mimi 5150. I
Yes, I
remember
sure
that one. I remember that one. Oh my God, that was so funny. You guys, that was so hilarious.
am.
FDA just released a new weight loss drug. Oh, brother.
Oh, please do
Oh,
tell
is it is it
me
is it
there.
safe? Is it safe? Because I don't want to get a gastric sleeve. I'm not into like surgeries. Like I wish Laura, don't get me wrong. Listen, I wish Laura all the best, but
Yeah.
uh I just for me, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Well, and it you reach a certain age and those pounds are stubborn. They won't leave for
Oh my
nothing.
God. It's really hard. Like, I think I've hit a plateau. Like, you know how you get, I mean, I gained quite a bit in this last year, but I've reached a place where I don't gain, but I don't lose. You know what I mean? I wish I
Yeah.
could lose, but I'm like, I'm at the place where I was looking at my arms and I'm like in the mirror the other day and I'm thinking, God, they're fat.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Sigma
Why are
Lee.
my arms so
I don't
fat?
even know how to pronounce that, Black Dahlia. A shot once a week? Well, then that means you got to go to the doctor once a week. That's a bummer. An injection.
Semi-glutide. Mm, I don't
Semi.
know about that. Unless I was, recommended by my
Oh,
doctor.
M's. I want to punch you. Just
I
kidding.
know. I know. She's like a size two, you
She's a
know.
Stepford wife. Knock it
I
off,
know.
Ems. You're
I
making me
know.
look
She's like
bad.
perfect. She's like the perfect size. Like she was like, "Oh, I gained so much weight. I gained like 25 pounds. I'm a I'm a size 8. I've never been a size 8 in my entire life." I'm like, "Oh my God." I didn't even want it. I swear to God, all winter I was wearing like leggings. I was scared to try my regular jeans on because I was like,
Oh,
I do not want to see them like me not be able to pull them past my
I don't
hips.
even want to talk about it. No, you're a size 4, I bet, Ems, all right?
Yeah, she's like a obese, morbidly obese size 4. Yeah, exactly. You are too hard on yourself. Your
Yes,
arms
you're
are
right,
beautiful.
Sarah. We're working on that. We're
Um,
working on that.
Um, my thing is when I got that staph infection, I told you it was like my arm. I got two big scars on the back of my arm, and I have no muscle. So it's kind of like, although it's not fat, there's like no muscle in there. And I
Yeah,
probably should have exercised more, but I didn't. So,
yeah. Ems, I would rather chew off my left foot with my own teeth than be caught in a bathing suit right now. Not
oh
happening.
God, you and me both. You and me both. I mean, I might wear a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, but there's no way I would wear a bathing suit.
Well, we still need to love ourselves no matter what size we are. But yeah, I mean, when you're someone that's never you've always kept yourself in shape and whatnot, and those extra pounds start crawling on, I don't like it.
I remember
But
seeing Ems, and I can't remember what live it was. She was laying in the back seat of a car or something. And I was looking at her. I'm like, I think she's a size 5 at the time. I'm like, what a bitch. I'm so jealous of her. God, God. I used to be, but here's the thing. I used to be a size 5, and I think she was wearing those jeans that that have the holes in them, and I was
yeah.
like looking at her. I'm like, oh God, I would love to be there again. I don't
Well,
think I'll ever be a size 5 again. I
I
don't.
I think we can be too hard on ourselves. I mean, I look back at pictures and I remember thinking at that time that um I was fat. I mean, I was the furthest thing from fat. I would love to
Right.
be that fat again.
And mine was just like a couple years ago. I was a size 4 because it was when I went to my niece's wedding, and I was a size 4. And I look at the pictures, and even when I look at the pictures now, a size 4 is not big, but
No.
I see like a little pot belly. I just could, you critique yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great, Ems. Yeah, I think we just are too hard on ourselves and our size doesn't value us as a person.
Oh,
I
good,
think the
Jen.
average size of the American woman is a size 14. I was really
Laura
surprised
did
to hear
not did
that.
not believe me. I said that in her chat the other day. I said the average size was like uh 12 to 14 or something. I can't remember what I said. And she goes, I don't believe that because that's um sh her size was like 14 or 16 or something. She said she didn't believe me. And I tried
Yeah.
to look it up and I couldn't find it where the average size was 14.
When I
So I
was in my
wanted to prove it
20s,
so bad.
I'm 5'8" and I remember I weighed 118 pounds and thought I was fat.
Oh my
I was in my
God.
20s and I mean I think I wore a size 5. Ridiculous. I mean that was like way too thin for my height, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm 5'2" and I was about 115 pounds, which, I wasn't fat, wasn't skinny. I was just like, I remember I had to go into the hospital and I can't remember for what at the time. And I got weighed and he told me I weighed 115. I said, I weigh that much? And he goes, do you know how many women would like to weigh 115 pounds? And I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
But I was only 5'2", you know. So I wasn't skinny by any means. I was just, you know, I was I was in a size 5 at the time.
Remy,
It's
do
like,
you
well,
think that your body is reacting to the mesh? Maybe, I mean, I know that can happen sometimes. Just like women who have breast implants, sometimes they have a lot of issues. Do you think maybe you have a reaction to the mesh and it's making you swell? Sometimes our body rejects those things.
oh, okay, Ams. I'm just reading the chat.
Are you really that tall? Life is a gym?
Yes, she's 6 feet, I think. She told me one time.
Almost, he said. Yeah.
Yeah, she told me that one time. Because I think I sent her something and she told me she was like really tall. She
Yeah, my
doesn't look
daughter's
that tall,
5'10".
but you can't tall from a picture how tall someone is.
Yeah.
It is like nobody knows that I'm only 5'2". 5'2". And I didn't even know I was 5'2". I always wrote down I was 5'4", 5'4". I went to the hospital and they measured me because they measure you in the hospital. And they said, you're 5'2". And I'm like, no, I'm not. He goes, trust me, you're five
Yeah.
foot two.
Oh,
I'm
so
like, oh,
you do
you
think your
shrink.
body's reacting to it, Remy. You need to get that taken care of, babe.
I would go to the doctor and like check it out. Check it
Yeah.
out, lady. Is it true we shrink as we get older? It's
Yep.
supposedly it is true. So I
Well,
might have already
my
done
mom
my
was also 5'2". When my mom passed away, the last time she was measured, she was 4'11". So, I mean, she also had arthritis in her spine. But what it is, your spine starts shrinking. The space between your spine. Degenerative disc disease makes you shorter.
M's is 5'5". Yeah. I think the average, I don't know what the average size for a woman is, like 5'4". I
Yeah,
always
I don't
thought I
know what
was
the
five foot
average
four.
height
My
is.
daughter is 5'8", 5'8". So I
Oh,
don't know where she gets her height from.
yeah.
Because my ex-husband was not a tall man. He was only 5'10". So I don't know where she got her height from. Like I don't know where they got their blonde hair from. Both my kids have blonde hair.
The mailman? No, I'm kidding.
Maybe. I don't know.
Uh,
But you know what was weird is they were both born with pitch dark hair on it that had just turned blonde. So,
I
but my
have
mom told me,
a lot of height in my family. My brothers are 6'4" and 6'5".
"Ooh, that's tall.
Yeah,
That's
my
really
dad was
tall."
6'2", but his dad was 6'7". So there's a lot of height in my family.
How tall is your daughter?
5'10".
Oh, she's taller than you too.
Yeah, yeah. And she still wears those 4-inch, 5-inch heels.
Oh, yeah, my daughter too. And her husband is short, like not short, but he's when she puts her heels on,
Oh yeah,
she's taller
towering
than
over
him.
him.
She don't care. She goes, I like my high heels. She goes, I'm not going to stop wearing them because
Yep.
he's a shrimp. That's what she says. She goes, I like my high heels. So she wears her high heels. Any picture you see of my daughter with her husband, she towers over him
Oh yeah.
because she refuses to wear. She's not going back to it. She said, "Mom, when I get older, I won't be able to wear high heels." So,
Yeah. Her husband's
well,
like 5'10", 5'11", but when she puts on her heels, she does tower over, and it doesn't bother him either.
it doesn't bother my daughter's husband either.
Yeah.
Like any picture, it's funny because she sent me a picture of her, and she's like, he like, it's like she's the tall one and he's the short one. It's like, wow. I think M's husband is really, really tall compared. I think her husband's like 6'4" or something.
Yeah, my
I
high heel
wear
days
heels.
are over. You won't catch me dead in a pair of heels.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore. I wish I
M's
could.
M's husband is like 6'5" or 6'6" or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, she said
He's
she
like
liked
tiny. Yeah. I took I look too small next to him when I wear flats. Yeah. My husband's like I'm 5'2" and he's like 5'11" and a half, almost 6 feet. So we're like kind of, you know, kind of close, like as far as a couple goes.
Yeah.
I
Good
don't tower over
morning.
him. He doesn't tower over me. My dad and brothers are 6'2", 6'3". Mom is 5'6". We towered over her by 14 years old or so.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember when my brothers, I mean, they were teenagers towering over my mom. She'd just pull up a chair to get in their face if they were being bad. It didn't stop her.
Lisa says my dad was huge. I ended up with his big feet.
What size shoe are you, Lisa?
Yeah, what size shoe are you?
I'm a size 8. What are you, Carla?
Size 7.
Size 7?
Sometimes a 6.5. Definitely, it depends on
No,
the shoe.
I'm just getting her outdoor day bed. Oh, basking in the sun and
My
luxury. Lucky
goodness.
girl.
Lucky, lucky.
Oh, Jim is a little 4'11".
Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. I did not know that, Gemma. Yeah, she's a little. My husband's feet,
Lisa.
okay, for my husband's got small feet, okay, for a man. His feet are 9.5, and his daughter's feet are size 10. She can wear his shoes. Like she's got size 10, 10.5 women's shoes, and my husband can fit in her shoes. Like
You know,
it's
yeah, you
like
know what's
he just
weird
doesn't.
is my brother that's 6'5" wears a size 10 shoe, which is really small for his height. But
Yeah.
my brother who's 6'4" wears a size 13.
Oh my God, that's big. That's big. Have you ever seen a size 13 shoe? And yes, you can, Gemma. Um, my son-in-law,
Right,
my
Samara?
stepdaughter's husband, he's got really big feet. I think he's a size 11 or 12. So
Yeah.
they look huge. Yes, you can, Gemma. I just put the link in the chat. I bought it for my sunroom. I have an amazing view, so I'm excited to have a comfy spot to enjoy
Oh,
it.
enjoy.
Yeah, you enjoy your summer. I wish I had a swimming pool, though. I really do.
Well, you
My
don't
husband
really
said
have the
it's too
maintenance
much
in
work.
the house.
Well, our stepson has a swimming pool, so we're actually this weekend. Hopefully, the weather will cooperate, and we're going to take the ones that we're keeping this weekend over there so they can swim. They love swimming,
That's
so
nice.
yeah, we'll just watch. I'm like not.
I'm not judging you at all, Lisa. I love you and your big feet.
Hey, Carla.
I mean, hi, how
Huh?
are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hey, behaving. How are you?
I'm doing great, honey. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. I had a really, really awesome, great day yesterday. I went out for most of the day and supported a local musician in my hometown, and he asked me to do some recording and pictures for him. So yeah, I spent most of the day with him yesterday, and he actually let me upload the music to my channel. So I actually uploaded it yesterday, so you can actually see who he is and some of my hometown.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's so
that's
nice, Gemma,
good.
that you would support him. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
so
record
hot.
it? for your
Yeah, so
channel?
yeah, it's on my channel. I uploaded it yesterday.
Well, check
Oh,
it out
okay.
today, Gemma.
Yeah,
Can,
definitely.
can a mod drop Gemma's channel link, please?
Yeah, if someone's in here,
The,
can you?
the, the guy's called Adam Thomas. He's really good. I've linked his channel in my description. He's a really, really nice guy.
What kind of music genre does he do?
He does a lot of like soul, and he does a lot of covers. Like he does a lot of kind of the classics. He covered some Michael Jackson, Elvis yesterday. He does a lot. He does a lot of like Snow Patrol, Killers, and that kind of indie kind of style covers. And he's just started writing his own album. So once I get that album, then I can promote that on my channel. Because I said to him I'd promote him because he hasn't got very many supporters on YouTube. So I'm trying to get his support account up.
Awesome. Hey,
Good
Val.
morning, Val. What's she saying? Morning, guys. I'm just finishing up 2 outdoor benches. I've been repairing and refinishing. Oh my God. You guys have to sub to Behaven's channel because she's going to be doing a lot of stuff like furniture flips and stuff like that. So
Actually, we're having a outdoor fire pit built in the back part of our property, and John's going to be building 4 benches to go around the 4 sides of the pit. Babe, you should film that. I think that would be a good thing.
I think it would be too. I
Hi,
think it would
Diane.
be very interesting because a lot of people are interested in those home improvement videos on here. You'll be surprised at how many people, um, you know, search for those things. I know I do. I watch organization channels and all that stuff.
You need
Of
to
course,
do
I like.
something for yourself too, Remy. That's how you keep everything in perspective. I
Oh,
know
I'm
you have
sorry,
a lot
Diana.
to do.
I was kind of like not around last night.
Hey Diana, I just saw you in the chat.
Thank you, Samara.
But she's smart. Say, oh yes, 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 yes. To ask your husband if he'll like let you film it or whatever. Do you
Oh,
have
I
a tripod or anything?
I do. I do.
Yeah, I do too. I need to figure out like when I do like I did one cooking video. I'm gonna do another one of these days. I want to do one making my famous, even my grandson likes it, key lime pie. It's so
Ooh,
good. And
I
there's
love
only like
that.
5 ingredients in it. It's like so good. It's amazing. If
I,
you
I
like
need
if you like
to
key lime pie.
I need to refamiliarize myself with my good camera. I mean, I haven't used it in so long, but that'll, because doing it on my phone just isn't gonna work.
Oh, the one about mental illness, Diana, yeah, it turned out really well. I'm glad people were.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa. I wanted to tell you something because Lisa's in my chat now. Lisa, when I do those things for your baby, your grandbaby, I'm going to put them in the things that I promised to give you before, which was a long time ago. But I will be putting them in a special. Hey, Pink Lady Luck.
Oh,
Wow.
hello.
What's all these awesome people coming in here tonight?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Just to let you all know, Laura made it through surgery and is fine. Just wiped out from meds. Hope everyone
Oh,
is
that's
doing
so
well.
good
I
to
was wondering
hear.
about, I'm glad she made it through the surgery. I had no idea. I saw off on, she was on and off. Um, she was on and off like live streaming yesterday. So I'm glad she made it through surgery.
Oh, Ems, I love home goods. Oh my gosh, I love home goods. Like, I hate going shopping for anything except for home decor and stuff like that. I could spend all day shopping for that stuff. What,
Um,
babe? My husband's like, oh God.
oh, you're doing fine, Diana. You're doing just fine. Um, that's the most sleep that you'll probably have a long time now. Uh, I hope
Uh,
she's not in too much pain. I know.
yeah, thanks for the update. We were all wondering.
Yeah, I was wondering about if anybody had heard from her today. So um, she's probably going to be a little sore. I don't know. I mean, I really know nothing about the surgery that she's getting, but hopefully everything went well. And
Well, I'm sure she's going to have a bit of a recovery, but you know,
yeah,
she'll do well.
exactly. Well, anymore, they don't keep you in the hospital longer than you need to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be in a hospital for anything right now.
God, last year would have been the worst time to be in the hospital. Poor Ginger. Poor Ginger's been in the hospital for like, how long was it? 5 weeks or no, it was like
It
two
was,
months last
yeah,
year.
it was 2 months.
Oh
Yep.
my God, it was so long. Poor
Yeah.
thing.
And she couldn't have any visitors. I mean,
No, it was like awful.
that's got to
Not
be
even her
tough.
husband could come and visit her. Like that would have been the worst time to be in the hospital. Well, like now they've lifted a lot of things. Like you can have people, more than one person in the hospital. Like that guy that, I've told the story about the guy that works with my husband. That's really
Yeah.
suffering
And then
pretty bad.
they charge her $10 a day for a TV. I think if you can't have visitors, just give them free TV.
Yeah.
Oh, Ems, I feel you, girl. I love that place. I bought so much from there for our new home. I had a blast.
I think
Oh, Sunnyside did. Hey,
what's that?
Carla. Sunnyside started crocheting a few months ago.
Oh, did you really? Oh, do you do the um do you do the tutorials from YouTube? You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Lisa? You know the things that I had promised to send you and then we kind of fell out and I didn't send you. I'm going to put what I make for the baby in those things that I promised.
Do you
So
still have
there's
her
that.
address? She's wondering.
What's that? What's that?
She's wondering if you still have her address.
No, I don't. I don't
Oh,
keep
Pink, that's
addresses.
good. I think with what they charge you for a hospital stay, they should give you free TV for Pete's sake,
I
especially if
don't
he
know
doesn't
how,
have
well,
visitors.
she's in Mexico, right? I don't know how it
Yeah,
works there.
I have
Free
no
TV
idea.
for patients where I work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mega
I got
expensive
free TV
here.
when I was in the hospital.
Well, nothing's free. I mean, you're still charging you, but for Pete's sake, um, $10 a day, and she was in there for 2 months. Good Lord,
Yeah. That's a long,
that's a lot of money.
that's a
What is
long
that?
time.
Six hundred
I
bucks
thought
for
I was bad when I was in the
9
hospital for a month. It was horrible.
No, two
Who
months.
watches TV when you got YouTube? I don't watch TV anymore.
Me either. I just have internet service and just watch YouTube.
Well, and here's the thing. After I get off here, I usually talk to my friends. Like,
Yeah.
and then by the time I'm finished talking, I've got things to do, or places to go, things to do, people to see.
Yeah,
There you go,
Diana,
Carla.
your comment, Diana, is very good. Diana's just put always have an advocate or family member or friend by your side. You go to the
Yeah.
hospital or to the doctors, you get very different and better treatment. Oh, yes. That happened to me several times.
I think you
Yeah.
have to be your own advocate too. I always take along someone just to sit there, even to the dentist.
Mhm.
My husband always, my, I don't know if your husband is like this behaving, but he always goes with me every time I have a doctor's appointment, every time I have a dental appointment.
Oh, same.
He's always with me. Like,
Yeah.
even though I scream, I'm the worst ever backseat driver. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm the
I
worst
told
ever.
you, the last time I went to the doctor, I got there and my blood pressure was off the chart. They wanted me to go to the emergency room. And it's like, I didn't want to tell them, like, I have anxiety when I ride in a car. I'm terrible. And so when I got out of the doctor's office, I was telling my hubby, it's like, my blood pressure's off the hook. Can you just please drive really safely? And just a second after that, he ran a darn red light, and I was like, ah! I'm like, you're trying to kill me.
We were talking about this the other day. I have scared my husband to the point where he slammed on the brakes because he thinks something's coming that's like a mile down the road because I'll see it coming and think we're going to get T-boned. And
I'm
it's like
sure
a
we drive
mile
them
away.
nuts. Yeah, we drive them nuts. Do you ever drive private just to control the anxiety you feel? Because I know that helps
Yes,
me. Yeah,
yes, yes. And I tell him to shut up. Don't even say a word because even though I'm bad for doing that, I'll tell him to shut up because I know because I don't know. I just don't think anybody can drive as good as me.
that's right. Well, you're in control. I don't,
Yeah,
I
I
try to
think it's
not look at it as a control issue, but it kind of is.
it is like I think it's the thing is for me is like you don't have any control when you're not behind the wheel. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm afraid of what everyone else is going to do around me. Like I
Oh,
can control
exactly.
myself,
Yeah.
but I can't control them. Pink, do
Yeah.
you really think free healthcare is a good thing? Like Gemma has shared some experiences. Like it took her 5 years to be assessed and diagnosed with her autism
Yeah.
because of her the healthcare system there in the UK. I'm not
Yeah.
sure that that is the answer.
I think
You
also
do.
it comes down to training. That's the issue. Like the amount of mistakes were made with me was the fact that the doctors that I saw, the first two doctors that I got referred to, basically told my parents that there was nothing wrong with me. It was just a case of anxiety and depression. Sent me home with meds. I started getting really ill. Had to go back, and I was like, "This is not working. Something else is wrong with me." And they put me back on extra strength meds. Oh, you'll be fine. Just go with it. And then my dad's like, no, enough's enough. It got to 6, 7 months where I was being sick, having constant headaches.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, something's not right here. And then when they referred me to a mental health worker who actually had knowledge of autism, and I sat with him and had counselling for 6 months, he was like, I know who to refer you to. And it took him to actually do it, even though it wasn't his job title. He's like, I could lose my job for this, but I'm going to do it because you need help. If it wasn't
Oh.
for him, I'd still be waiting.
I guess it's how the system is set up, and it sounds like your system may be broken a bit. I wish you would come up, Pink, because I think I'd like to get your take on it.
I have family in Canada and they don't have any problems with getting appointments or
I
getting
guess it's how
surgeries
they set up their system. But
or,
yeah, if
or
you're
where you
having to
live,
wait,
maybe.
like Samara said, her friend is still waiting to have a gallstone removed. That's
That's like,
agonizing pain.
do you think it's because of this whole pandemic though that a lot of like in this last I'm talking about this last year and a half.
No,
But
because
then
look at
like a
Gemma.
lot of
I mean, she had to wait
yeah,
5 years to be
yeah,
assessed, diagnosed.
yeah,
I
I
mean, that's
guess.
incredible.
Yeah, I think also is the fact that because I'm an adult and they basically told me that because I was over 18 at the time getting assessed, they're like, well, legally you have no legal foothold to have any help and the NHS doesn't have to help you. And I'm like, well, it does have to help me. It's the government body to get healthcare. And if I'm ill and I need mental health help, which I did obviously need, then I should have been helped. And the fact is, I was diverted 4 or 5 times and then told that it was just depression, which it wasn't. And then the
Yeah.
sixth time I got referred, it was, oh, maybe we missed something. Well, duh, that's a bit obvious, really.
Oh, wow, Scotland. I was going to ask you, Samara. It sounds like some countries should get together with Canada and maybe emulate their system that they have there. Wow.
She's been in
Wow.
pain for too long. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sunny
That
side.
is just agonizing pain. I can't believe, like, it's inhumane. My
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
You're with your mom? Okay. Okay, honey. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
I don't know on Monday if you saw my live stream from last Monday. We did a live stream about mental illness, and I would really like your take on we're doing part 2 this coming Monday. So I was
Yeah.
really um and also Misbehaving had a live stream on Sunday night about ADHD, living with ADHD, like relationships and living with HD, someone that's ADHD. And it was really good, really good.
Thank
So,
you, Carla. You know what I do is I go on Pinterest and find inspiration and base my room decor off of something that inspires me. And then I just go out and hunt for things that emulate that room.
okay, Ginger.
All
I asked her,
aspects. Pink.
yeah, we went through, like, I'm bipolar, but we actually talked about, because you would be surprised, no, maybe you wouldn't be surprised at how many people do suffer from anxiety, depression, all kinds of
Phobia.
mental health care issues, phobias. We actually kind of touched on a little bit of everything, although I can only talk about um, my bipolar. Other people in the chat were talking about their mental health issues. Actually, someone came in that had, wasn't it severe anxiety? She had been up all night, and
Well, that was
Donna's,
Donna. Yeah,
yeah,
but she came in today to let us know that she's doing. Oh,
that
yeah, there
she's
she
doing
is right
fine.
there. Yeah, that she's
Yeah,
doing much better, and I was so happy to
yeah,
hear that.
yeah.
Ginger says, "Can you drop a link, Carla?"
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you have, and even Ginger talked a little bit about her issues. I don't think I like
Hi,
that name.
Mario.
You see the name?
Thank you, Sandra. Our first live stream was a complete mess with as far as glitches, and we had a problem with sound, but I left it up because the content is still valuable and useful, and I think people can get something out of it. But yes, thank you, Sandra.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey,
Hi, Ginger.
So, a question for you guys.
sure.
I don't know whether, and Pink's in the chat, so maybe Pink can even help out as well, because I guess when you're talking about mental health, and I'm going through something right now, which is affecting my mental health, and I'm not even talking about like sickness or disease. I'm talking about the end of my female cycle. I'm talking about menopause. I know that's making me crazy.
Mhm.
Like, I can feel like I will get mad now at things I normally don't get mad at, that I normally don't get so bent over. And I can feel it inside of me. And I'm like, why am I so mad about this? Like, I can't even figure it out, because that's not normally how my head works. But my body is starting to tell me, no, you are mad. But I don't like it. Does that make sense?
It does. For me, I would just chalk it up to, like, because you know how it's hit and miss for your period in that time. I
Right.
would just
True. Very
chalk it
true.
up to PMS. But then we all do, don't we?
No,
We all
and see,
just, like,
that's the thing. This isn't PMS. Like, yeah,
no, it's
I was
not.
honest to God, I was one of those people I could PMS and no one would ever know it, because it just didn't affect me that much. Now, when I got pregnant, when the hormones kicked in, it made me definitely way more nuts than I would normally ever be.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
probably
am
what it is, Ginger Locks.
and I'm noticing now that I've been going through this for quite a while. But what I'm saying is, like, every time I go in the hospital, something happens, whatever, period kind of comes back and stuff. Sorry to every man that's in there. I apologize. I apologize. But this is stuff that you know what? They don't teach us. So I don't really know. So, and it comes back. And then I just start feeling these feelings of just like, when I get angry, like, these are mood swings. I don't
Well,
have mood
Ginger Locks,
swings.
do you think it's because of some of your health issues and your body not cooperating with your mind and the things that you want to do that you once did that you're not able to do now? I think that played, for me, that played a big part
Yeah,
in
that I mean,
my
I
depression and
get
anxiety.
angry over that. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I get angry over that. But as much as I could get angry, I could get over it as well. Where I'm not getting over things as easy as I used to.
Well, it's almost like a mourning process where you have to let go of the person you once were and be good with the person you are now.
And you and I have had this conversation many times, like about that.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
pretty,
a
like I said,
struggle.
I've been pretty good about it, I would think. Especially, and I'm trying to move on with, whatever I'm dealing with my stomach now, and just moving forward and trying to live a completely different life than I lived before, because that's the truth.
Well, I
Pink
never,
says if it's severe enough, hormonal. Sorry to interrupt. If it's severe enough, hormonal replacement therapy is used, but typical symptoms treated, meds for depression and mood swings, meds for anxiety.
yeah. Well, I was that, with what Pink just said, um, getting on the proper medication that made me feel more like myself than I felt in over a year, definitely improved my mental state of mind, and I know Ginger Locks, you're still searching for answers and proper treatment, and I hope you get it
Well,
because I know that
I'm
it'll make a difference.
I'm really not looking for any more answers.
Why not?
What more answers do I need?
Well, it's not that, I mean, you've been diagnosed. It's, I was diagnosed and given medications that weren't doing crap for me.
Right.
And I'm hoping that maybe you can find someone that's going to get you on the right medications that gives you as much of your life back as you can possibly get.
Did you read Anne's?
And that's the thing. Like I can tell you for a fact, the doctors, the specialists that I have for
Mm,
whatever the things that I need, I can't get better doctors than what I have.
Right.
Honestly, I cannot. I'm so lucky to have who I have. Sometimes they're hard to get into and stuff. My issues have always been hospital doctors.
Well, I mean, my rheumatologist started me out on a medication that wasn't working for me, and sometimes it takes months for it to take on its full effect, but it still didn't work for me. And that's when she changed me to something else that made all the difference for me almost immediately. And that's what I'm saying, Ginger Locks, is, you know, um, not that your doctors aren't treating you properly, they just haven't maybe found the right medication that's going to make a difference for you.
Pink says cohosh is a homeopathic med that is good for menopausal symptoms.
Is it natural? It sounds like it's maybe natural.
That's
I'm
what she
not.
said. You can buy it in the, it's in stores,
Mm.
homeopathic meds.
Black. All right.
Black
Hey,
cohosh.
I would definitely be willing to try it. Only because, like I said, and the only real thing that I'm going through is mood swings, and I can't be the one in the house with the mood swings. I can't. I'm the one who keeps
Yeah.
everything together. So I'm like, if I lose it, everybody will lose it. I can't do that.
No, it's a lot. Remy, my man, does the same thing. You have to give him a list every morning and just check in with him and make sure he gets it done.
Do you understand? If I gave my husband a list, he's not, and he's ADHD, but I think he could give me the silent treatment for like 5 days, because he's that type of person. Nobody tells me what to do.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
Pink says black cohosh is derived from a plant in the buttercup family.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, and I thankfully, knock on wood, I don't have wood around. Maybe knock on my head. Um, and it's just, I don't have hot flashes. I don't have this things. Definitely things are so ridiculously sporadic, not making sense, and the mood swings. That's what's
Yeah.
killing me. Because in my, like, as far as I've ever, been myself, I know myself pretty well. I'm like, I don't get mad like this. What is going on with me? I'm like, I need to get myself in check. I don't
Hey,
snap.
Mr. J. Nice to see you.
Hello, hanging with Mr. J.
Um,
Well,
That's
at
all.
least you're aware of it, Gingerlox. That's the
I'm
first step.
extremely aware of it. I am, and I try to let the kids, my husband, look. It's one of those days, and I don't know. I'm really mad at you, and I don't know why. And I'm just gonna go upstairs so I don't get in anybody's way because it's like
I've told her that, Captain Obvious. I think it would really help you, Gingerlox, if you found a psychologist that
yeah,
could
I
help you
am in the
navigate through all of
process.
this.
That we are working on that. Yes.
Yeah, that
That's-
helped me a lot too. You know,
oh, Remy, he literally doesn't. Well, my husband does things that irritate me too. Sometimes I think he does them on purpose, but I
That's
don't
the
think he-
problem. And then and see I think me and my husband are kind of that's we're kind of like looking at each other. He snaps, I snap, he snaps, I snap. And then we realize we're in this snapping mode. And we're like, how do we stop this? Because we know we're not really mad at each other, but it's just the other things that are making us angry.
Actually, I think the only symptoms of menopause, besides me being bipolar, um, but that was diagnosed before, was nothing really. Just stopped getting my period. That's
You
Yeah,
about
I
didn't
didn't
it.
you didn't
get
get hot
mood
flashes
swings
or anything like
either.
that?
Does everybody get symptoms? Like, I don't think everybody gets.
Lisa, yes,
Well,
it's the
everybody's different.
bitchiness. It's the bitchiness. That's it. That's exactly it. I feel like a bitch all the time. That is it. And I don't want to be one.
I remember my mom took these pills. They were over the counter. I don't know if Pete maybe even remembers these. I don't. Lydia B. Pinkham, I think it was called, and it was a natural based thing that you could buy to help soothe your menopausal symptoms. But she definitely had a bad case of the bitchies too.
All right. I just want to respond to M's real quick. I totally get you, and I would, and I do. I have one of them. Thankfully, I do have one. I haven't seen her, but I am going to be spending a week with her in July, so I can't wait. But there are certain other friends that I'm kind of like, they come to me sometimes and they tell me their problems and things like that, vice versa. And it's like, I don't, and it's like, I'm afraid to tell them my problems, or I feel like they're going to fall apart. You know what I mean? Does anyone
Yeah.
understand?
Hey, Ben. I can't stay.
Ben.
I love you. Don't worry. I'm okay. Okay, Ben. Check in every once in a while, please. I never used to sweat till I turned 40, or at
Kim's,
least
yep.
oh my God.
Kim's
Sweating
got it.
is
See,
worse.
Kim's understand it, but it's just sometimes you're like, why? Why am I this bitch? Why am I raging? Why am I mad? I don't know. You're like, I'm not this person.
I think it may be for you, Gingerlox, a variety of reasons. You
I
do
think
look a lot.
and you very well could be right. Absolutely. I'm not saying that you're wrong at all. And yeah, this year it has been a little hard for me to take. I don't like to talk about it too much because I feel like everybody already knows it already, and I don't like to harp on it. And I'm not looking for any kind of sympathy or anything like that. And if anyone who knows me freaking hates sympathy, like I hate people feeling bad.
Well, if it helps you at all, Gingerlox, I have not seen you be bitchy amongst us.
I've
But
heard
maybe
her bitchy. I've heard her bitchy. I've heard her bitchy once. Really, really, seriously, she can be bitchy when she wants to be. Yeah.
well, I've
I mean,
not
I'm not
been
saying
raised
that
with
as
that.
disrespecting her. I love Ginger knows I love her, but I've heard her snap once or twice.
You know what? And I heard a recording of myself once snap. And literally for me, I try not to snap because I'm like, oh, that's ugly. I don't want to sound like that ever.
But haven't we all? I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we're human.
yeah. But I just hate the way it makes me sound. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
God, that is not a good side of me at all. And I'm aware of that as well.
But I
So
still love you.
I love you guys too.
I love you.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, if anybody
I
says
don't
about
know.
dogs barking, it's me.
I don't think there's probably not a cure all for that either. It's just something we have to like, I guess, endure
But
because we're
and
women.
see, I'm pretty
Sucks to be a
young.
woman.
I'm pretty young to be going through it.
Yeah, you
So
are.
nobody my age really understands unless I know that
Oh,
there
well,
are
but
some people.
actually, I went through it when I was 43.
Oh,
So,
so you were
so I
younger
was
than
like,
me.
I was younger than you.
Well, I would honestly
Actually,
say
probably maybe
I
even
probably
earlier
started
than that.
around 40, 41, but like there has been different stress and different kind of traumas. And not just I'm not talking physically, I'm talking emotionally, mentally, deaths of people of certain, that have always brought it back on for me. And I'm
Tell
like,
you what I
my
don't miss.
God.
I don't miss my period.
I'm
Don't miss
telling
that at
you, I
all.
wish there was just a button that says, okay, I'm done.
Oh my
I want to
God,
be
I do
done.
not miss that at all.
Can we
That,
please just end this now?
yeah.
Yeah. Ginger Lux, I know you're going from the minute you wake up until the minute you go to bed, but even if you could give yourself 15 minutes just to decompress, even if you like listen to a short meditation on YouTube or something like that, that just, grounds you again.
Well, you know
I
what
don't
I
know.
did? I did something yesterday because I'm always worried, and I think this is just me, honestly. Like I'm always worried that people think I'm going to be lazy, So I got to keep doing. I got to keep going. Now I did a lot on
Mm,
Monday. I had so much planned Monday, got it all done, but I really paid for it yesterday. Now I need to go food shopping and do a couple of just a few things yesterday. But man, I
Mhm.
didn't like, I was just so tired. I'm like, I don't know if I should do this because my body was really feeling like you shouldn't do it. So
Mhm.
I called Jason and I said, I don't know what to do. I feel like I shouldn't. And he's like, then don't do it. I'm like, but the kids need food. The kids are going to come home and they're going to want to eat lunch and there's nothing. So he's
yeah,
like,
you got to do something for yourself too, Ginger Lux.
well, I took
You know,
about 20 to 25 minutes and I sat back and I watched Wendy Williams for like about a good half hour.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I think I feel up to it. And I literally just took that moment in time, pulled myself away from the phone, just kind of sunk myself into Wendy because I do like Wendy Williams still. And that helped me. I was able to get done what I needed to get done, but it wore me out completely, completely. I'm
You,
completely
you
worn out
crack
today and
me
I'm
up,
not
man.
going anywhere
And
or
didn't
doing
you see
anything.
some even went through menopause like in their 30s? So, yeah, 43 isn't an, no. And I didn't even realize I was going through menopause, to be honest with you, because I'm bipolar. So I just chalked it up to,
Yeah, my friend is
being a
48.
bitch.
My friend is 48 years old. She has got a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old
Oh my
and,
God, no.
and an
No, no.
almost 17-year-old.
Wow.
Holy hell. I'm like, girl,
I would
I,
not want to do that.
mm,
Mm-mm.
mm, mm,
God bless
mm,
her.
and I love her babies. I do. I love her babies. But at the same time, like I'm like, they're yours. I can give them back to you. And that's the girl, that's the best part.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
right.
yeah, I'll take my kids, go to bed, and I'm sorry you're gonna be up all night. But actually, she sleeps well. Her kids are like really good sleepers and stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like how? I'm like she always like ends up with like kids that latch on immediately. Everything just always works out for her. I'm like, God.
But just think about it. She's going to be almost 70 years old before her kids are, independent.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I'm telling you, she did contemplate all of that stuff. But I'm telling you, her mother is in her mid 80s, and she just moved her mom and dad into their third built house. She's
Wow.
Mm.
like, my mom's crying because this is the last house she'll ever have built. I'm crying because I'm never going to have a house built.
Oh, geez.
And see, like and her and I are very similar that way, where we're just like, we don't have much, but it's okay. And she's just
Hey,
like,
as long as you're happy, as long as you're happy. That's what it is.
we make each other laugh more than anything because we are like that way very similar. Like, as we both don't like we used to live together. We had one confrontation really our whole life. And we can't even remember what that was about.
Don't you have a friend that's got like a huge house, like with 5 floors or something?
Tina. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's
she's
got a
like,
huge house.
and it's her and her child.
I see. I don't want anything that's harder to take care of.
I say that to Tina. I'm like, isn't this too much house for you? Well, when I got
Yeah.
people, and see, for her's all about bringing the people over, having people. I mean, she's got this enormous in-ground pool. I mean, where she lives, people would die to live. People would die to live there. But literally, me living there, I was dying because there was too many goddamn steps.
Bye, Pete.
Oh.
So I would stay and take care of her
Okay,
dog.
bye,
When,
Pink. Maybe
bye,
next time
Pink.
you can come up on panel.
Yes.
Okay, hon.
When I
Thank
used to
you.
stay, when I used to stay with her, when I used to stay with her, and I was to watch her dog and watch her house, and she would go away with her daughter, and I, Kevin had passed at the time, and I would help her out. This was a great way for me to help her out.
I'm sorry, Pink. I'm so bad for my cell
Me
phone.
too.
Guys,
Me too.
honestly, my cell phone doesn't ring. I have to literally check it all
That
the
is
time.
true.
It doesn't give me
That
my
is true.
notifications. Ask Ginger. Like, I barely get her
She never
messages.
contacts me by text
And
ever. If I call
we've
her, I'm like,
always had her cell phone number forever. Before I even had Discord, I had her cell phone number. And she would text me, and I would get back to her maybe 2 weeks later, and she was like, she'd forget what she texted me about. I'm like, I'm sorry, I never got a
didn't you get my
notification.
text? No.
And I have tried to fix my notifications so my phone notifications come up, and I don't know how. Maybe I'll get Jenna Moon to help me. She knows all the stuff about that electronic stuff. I'm not good.
She does.
Yeah. You're asking questions about electronic stuff. Wrong person. I am not the person.
Oh, that's me. But I
My
think
mailbox is always full too. I don't know why I don't empty it out.
your mailbox is
Well,
full.
some of them are messages from my mom, and I just can't bear to erase them.
That's what happened to me until I changed my phone number, and I lost all my messages from my mom, and that just broke my heart because
Yeah.
I kept her messages and I would listen to them every once in a while.
I'm not there yet. I can't even.
That was almost too hard. But I'm going to shut down, guys. It's almost 2 hours I've been on, and I'm like,
Wow, that went by fast.
yeah, that went by like that. Like, yeah, it flew by.
Sorry, I started talking.
That's all right. You can always go live too. I mean, I don't mind.
I can, but
so
I look like crap right now. My back, I'm
do I.
chilling.
And my camera's off, and no one's gonna make me cam up. So I'm like, whatever.
I don't mind camming up. Like, I really don't. Even if I'm like not feeling well, not looking, looking my best.
I haven't in a while. I'm kind of, I want to get my hair done and my nails done, and maybe one of these days I'll do like, a live, like cam up and
I'm not kidding. Like, I'm the type of person that will jump out of pictures because I don't want to be in a picture. Like, you'd be surprised. I am that person. And for me to go on and be okay with showing myself is a huge step for me in my life.
But you always look amazing. You always look amazing. Get the hell out of here. You were in the hospital for 2 months and you looked amazing the whole time.
I disagree with you. I disagree.
Well, I know
you
agree
to disagree.
I mean, okay, you look a little tired, but you still, I mean, all in all,
like, somebody.
If I was in the hospital, wait a minute. If I was in the hospital that long, I would look like shit on stick. I'm sorry, but I would.
Same.
I would never show myself. Seriously.
Well, I was just so happy to see some people here that I haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
That makes my heart so happy.
And thank you guys for coming in. And don't be strangers. Come back. We're all, I consider you guys my family. We're
a supportive group. We support
each other.
And that's what this is all about. We want to support and be positive because you know what? There's so much negative in the world right now. Everybody's angry. Everybody is just, we needed spaces where there's no more anger. I just can't be fueled by anger anymore. I can't.
Yeah.
Bye, Sandra. Have a great day, babe.
Bye, Sandra. Thank you for coming in. Yeah.
Thank you, Carla, for having me
Yeah.
up.
Thank
And
you,
thank you
Carla.
guys for coming in. Thank you for keeping me company on panel. Thank you, Gemma, if
Thanks,
you're
Gemma.
still listening. She's amazing. Sub up to her if you guys get a chance. She's amazing.
Gemma's Journey Grace. That is her
Yeah,
name.
Gemma's Journey Grace.
Gemma's
So,
Journey is great.
Yeah.
you guys have a great rest of your day, middle of the week, and I'll talk to you guys.
Hump day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, love you guys. Thank you for coming
you.
in. Love you. Bye. Bye, guys.